night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to Extra Class, episode number 149. Trust that everybody is okay. Trust that everybody had a wonderful week. Hope that the persons who are on their way home from work will get home safely. Hope that the persons who are home are able to sit back and relax and listen, teach them and talk about some things we have to jam down. Jam rock. Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel. Let me fix a little thing before we start. Boom. Mad. Yeah, peace. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect. You know what I mean? Big up to the people who are checking from earlier, all the vibes in the comment section. You see me? I say, manners and respect for the support. See, peeps, we're there. You understand? You know, we are getting at the thing quick and fast, not itching. You see me? I say, bless up to everybody. You know, we big up some people, look more in I dance. You understand me? I say, all nice and decent people, big up on yourself. Big up to that one person that will dislike the stream from early. Manners and respect every time. Appreciate the support, see me. You feel me? So, peeps, the biggest story of the day so far, more kind of look lean up. You understand me? I say, see if we can balance it. The biggest story of the day so far is the Supreme Court's ruling on the challenge brought against the government. Why everything looks so blue? This look weird. See? By the government, the challenge brought against the government by the opposition People's National Party in relation to the National Identification System, the NIDS bill, and thing. The matter was in front of the Supreme Court, and justices Brian Sykes and Ken Bates and some other people, and Miss Williams, I think, would have made the ruling today. And basically, they are saying that aspect of the thing is unconstitutional, Zane, and as such, it should be struck, and the bill is null and void. You understand what I mean? I say, people, so we got a whole discussion about it. But for the sake of clarity, and so that nothing is lost in translation, I would have been initially opposed to NIDS certain tenets of the bill. You understand? And I still have concerns, Zane. However, let me hasten to say that I am one who thinks that the National Identification System is something that Jamaicans stand to benefit greatly from if the data is managed properly, and if persons with ill will and ill intent are kept away from the data. Zane, I think it will help in the crime fight initiative. You understand what I say? However, there are certain things that from the get-go, because if you should go back and search through the probably first 10 streams on the channel, needs to have been an essential part of the discussion. And from earlier I would have been saying that aspects of the bill are potentially very intrusive, and as it relates to breach of privacy and those stuff. So the People's National Party, led by their General Secretary Julian Robinson, would have filed a motion against the bill, and they would have been represented by some people. Queen's Counsel Anthony Hilton, I think, who is a People's National Party activist, if memory serves me correctly. While the government would have been represented by the Attorney General Marlene Malahou Fort, who by all accounts was made to look very amateurish, Zane, during the proceedings, and she would have been placed on the back foot a number of times throughout the proceeding, as she was unable to really and truly put forward her case. And when questions were asked in some instances, she, according to reports, was unable to provide solid answers, Zane. So we're going to see what going on now. So the ruling was handed down today. As a matter of fact, it was a historic moment, as it was the first time in the history of the country's judicial system and process where a ruling was streamed. It was not streamed, video streamed, but it was streamed audio. If I wasn't at work, I would have probably streamed it on the channel. But because you know their government work, we don't get to see what government up to. You know what I mean? You know one thing go. You see me? So The government, in their response, are suggesting that they are very respectful to the ruling. So the government has said it is respectful of the decision of the Constitutional Court, yeah, it wasn't the Supreme Court, which on Friday morning struck down the controversial National Identification and Registrations Act, NIDS. By doing so, the court agreed with the opposition People's National Party, PNP, that aspects of the law were unconstitutional. While a brief statement from the Office of the Prime Minister on Friday accurately said, Zane, the ruling related to sections of the NIDS. Chief Justice Brian Sykes is in announcing the decision of the court, said the justices were unanimous in their decision that the entire law be declared unconstitutional, null, and void. They say the Attorney General should have hired Paula Llewellyn to present her case. Marvin Fletcher, blessings. Zane, now the government is respectful of the court's ruling and will spend some time carefully reviewing the judgment, after which a more fulsome response will be forthcoming, said a statement from Jamaica House. So they are saying that they are respectful of the court's ruling and the judicial process. They are also suggesting that they will peruse, analyze the ruling, and after which they will be able to make a more informed statement. You see me, the government would like to place on record, and this is important, people, sign us kind of. The government would like to place on record its sincere gratitude to the full court panel comprising Chief Justice Brian Sykes, Justice David Batts, and Justice Lisa Palmer Hamilton for their considered judgment, the statement concluded. Yeah? How graceful. The verdict, which was 6 months in coming, was announced via live stream, which was historic, as the ruling itself, yeah? So Justice Sykes, after this section of the legislation that were found to be in breach of the individual rights to privacy as guaranteed by the Constitution were removed, the justices were of the view that the remaining portions of the law could not stand. So basically the ruling then hinged on the fact that the three justices said that they felt that there was a breach of individual rights to privacy, which was guaranteed by the Constitution. And it says the moment you remove those rights of a citizen, then the rest of the bill no make no sense. You understand? And thing. He noted that the remaining portions would not accurately reflect the will or intent of the legislature. The offending sections of the law related primarily to privacy issues, such as the collection of biometric data. Jamaicans would have been required to give their fingerprints. I mean, that is a commonplace in many places in the world. Your fingerprint in a database for some reason or another. Like, me not have no issue with giving my fingerprint, in all honesty. You understand what I say? And thing. See, and as I said, that would really and truly help if the technology is made to support the legislation, the law, see, and the national identification system to really and truly put a dent in criminality, you know. You understand what I say? But, you know, state their blood type. I don't know how big a issue is you stating your blood type, really. But them must say it's an issue. And even subject themselves to iris scans. That is the problem. You have an issue with that. If the law had taken effect. See? But personally, I don't know. Personally, I don't know that you placing your fingerprint in the national database is such a big issue. I don't know that you stating your blood type is such an issue. Such a major issue. Scanning my iris now, then I'm kind of weary of that. You understand what I say? The Chief Justice posited that the collection of biometric information violated informational privacy, since such information can reveal a number of things about individuals. The Chief Justice noted that iris scans, for example, can reveal a person's health status to include their particular ailment and the type of medication being taken. He argued that individuals may be minded to keep such information private. I can see through that. I don't know why you necessarily need to scan my iris. Sure, take my fingerprint. I mean, not a criminal. I don't have nothing hiding. You understand what I say? Sure, know my blood type. Because if you know my blood type from early out, I mean, I'm an accident, God forbid, and I need blood, then we don't need to go through no whole heap of hoops. You understand what I say? So, I don't have no issue with that. You see me? But the high risk thing I know is kind of high risk. You understand what I say? The Noble Cop. Blessings, my brother. It's always great to see you. Really and truly appreciate the support, Sir Watson. See? No. And the justices were unconvinced by assurances from the Attorney General, Marlene Malahoo Ford. See, as I say, Marlene was made to look very amateur during the proceedings, as per the word in the street, on the street. So, and the justices were unconvinced by assurances from the Attorney General that adequate systems would have been put in place to safeguard the information. Yeah. Additionally, the justices also noted the mandatory requirement that all Jamaicans register under the NIDS, which they said ran counter to the orderly running of a free and democratic society. So one of the tenets of the bill was that every single Jamaican must register under the National Identification System. Zane, and failing to do so, you may face prosecution or a fine may be levied against you. Zane, the justices are saying, really and truly, in a democratic country, a person should not be subjected to a mandatory alignment of to a system like that. Zane, so that is a serious look point right there, so you know. Hold on now. Zane, they argued that this provision denies the individual of choice. The justices also noted that failure to register was backed up by the risk of criminal prosecution. Say if you fail to register, you stand a chance of going to jail. You never got jail in your life. You're a law-abiding citizen. But you decide for whatever reason you not sign on to NIDS. You face a possibility of going to prison. See? According to the justice, this was coercive. See? So basically, them I use it as a little means of coercion. You understand what I say? And kind of nudging people, so you have to do that. Something here. See? Which me did have an issue with from the get-go. You understand? But who is me? Just a little youth to support Chelsea. I don't know how to see it like. Through the camera kind of zoom in. But we soon get wide angle lens on you can see a whole of my head. So yes, I mean, don't worry. The landmark ruling has dealt a major blow to the Andrew Holness-led administration that had argued that the NIDS would, among other things, improve the country's national security while making it easier for a person to conduct business. And they have said before, I really and truly think that NIDS would play a significant role in addressing the crime problem in Jamaica if it is used right. And if the support technology and expertise as it relates to the human side of the thing was there, then it had amazing possibilities for the fight against crime in this country. Yeah? And thing. Alright. The case was brought by Julian Robinson. Funny story about Julian. When I did the stream about the East Portland by-election, I would have told you that in my humble opinion, as somebody who is not involved in politics, any way, shape, nor form, Zane, who is not affiliated or aligned to no political party, I felt that the best person to turn around the fortunes of the People's National Party would be Julian Robinson. That is just my opinion. Funny I should say that because I kind of hear some ramblings and rumblings saying that members of the People's National Party, especially those aligned and who are allies of the PNP president, one Peter Phillips, are blaming the East Portland by-election loss on Julian Robinson. Julian Robinson team I said, hey, hold on, not like that. You understand? So there's kind of some look up, you know what I mean? Some look up thing are go on this. So is it signs of things to come? Is it signs that Julian Robinson is probably shoring up his position to one day challenge for the leadership of the party? I don't know. I'm not sure. You understand? But that is just a look up segue and I look at things. See? Right, so I could finish that NIDS thing here. I'm going to tell you a few more things before we move on. Zane, and good night to everybody who why am I stream that not up? Zane, good night to everybody who is in the stream. As I kind of leave the shout outs for later down in the thing. You understand what I say? Really and truly appreciate the support, my friends. Zane, so the case was brought by Julian Robinson, the PNP General Secretary, Zane, on behalf of himself. One, his constituents and the People's National Party. Robinson argued that sections of the NIDS would abrogate, abridge, and infringe particular rights outlined in the Constitution of Jamaica. The Attorney General was a defendant in the matter. No, so that is the situation. Before we get into some little more technicalities, as I said before, I am not against the national identification system. None at all. See, what I am against is, one, how it was brought across to the population. I also, that shirt broke my vibes. My youth, I want you to relax and look at my good old shirt. You understand me? I say easy. See, however you say there. It ain't true if it ain't blue, bro. You know it ain't go. But broke vibes. Man, go on here, man. Big up yourself, brother. See, so peeps. One of the issues fundamentally that I had with NIDS is the whole Jim Screechy mentality of the government at the time. Seeing there was very little information in the public, and when there were public forums, there was a situation, or it appeared, where persons were very defensive. You understand? Persons were very short, and it would seem that certain questions were not being tolerated. You understand what I say? So one, how it was brought across was wrong in my opinion. Zane, in a situation like this, I think that even if you really and truly intend to push through this thing, you understand what I say? King Benji say a full side that. Everything good, man. I say I heard. It's my side. So be good with that. You understand? Jay Chris, leave me alone. You understand? But show the shirt again. See? Now watch me now. I never appreciate that. I think them did that try go around people. You understand what I say? And I think that the process was not democratic. Zane, I'm really and truly offended by that. You understand what I say? It brings me back to a meeting, a town hall meeting, where the Prime Minister and his press secretary basically shut up a youth. Got angry really because the youth asked some questions. I mean, this is a democratic country. You understand what I say? For the people, by the people, of the people, the no people tonight. You understand what I say? Fillmore Lisa and for Prime Minister after Mr. Holness. Very unlikely, my friend. Take it from me. I'm not necessarily see that happen. You understand? Especially how PNP do them thing. Anyways, you understand? But never mind me. Me don't know nothing like that. You understand? So that's one thing I did have an issue with. Secondly, Zane, there was a situation where it's like I cannot, based on the nature of my people, Zane, based on the fact that I know us as Jamaicans always have some ulterior motive, I had no guarantees that this database of information, Zane, would be so protected and so guarded that I, having signed on to NIDS, would have been able to sleep in my bed at night comfortably in the fact that my data and my information is safe. So until I get that guarantee, then we don't have issues. That are the reality. Thirdly, the aspect where they must say, if you don't sign on to the thing, you would be prosecuted or be made to pay $100,000. Like, I think something was wrong with that. You understand what I say? Because we're not a communist state. It's a democratic country. You understand what I say? So there were some stuff that needed to have been modified. There were some stuff that were showed in a little bit of secrecy. See, now with this, the secret care in there, this will be affecting 1 million people. You understand what I say? So I am one who is for the national identification system. I am one who thinks the national identification system has more pros than cons. I am one who think that many of the Jamaicans who complain about many things in the national identification system are subjected to many of these things in many of the countries around the world in which they are present in, and them not complain about it. But because we think Jamaica is a local party shop, you understand, we not see the importance of moving forward. Because as a Romario Torreto saying it a number of times, whether you think it yes or no, the NIDS bill will be passed and it will become law. It's just the reality that, especially if the Jamaica Labour Party remains in power for a protracted period of time. Keita's got my sister, but I think I say I get something to eat before you go home, mommy. So I don't know I could have why you subject yourself to hunger. You understand what I say? You need to get something to eat. But there I go and reason with the people, you know. You understand? You see me, people. So, at them issues that me have with the NIDS thing, Zane, where will the data be stored? Who will oversee the data? What exactly will the data be used for? How integral will the data be in the crime fighting initiative in the country? Why are there so many hush within certain aspects of the thing? You understand what I say? But this, I think, is just a roadblock. But I think that NIDS will become law and it will become a part of the society. And as I said before, I think that it has far more pros than cons. The government just need to put the thing on the table, be very transparent. As a matter of fact, be as transparent can be. You understand me? I say level with the people, them, Zane, and work with the people, because this will affect every single Jamaican. So have discussions, man. You understand me? I say make people voice them concerns. Zane, and you try to address those, because no system is a perfect system. And in reality, I am one who is of the view that in order to get anything in life that is good, you have to give up something. If you want good, you know have to run. Zane, so you must make some form of sacrifice for the greater good. And as an individual, and I'm speaking for myself now, as an individual citizen, I have no issue whatsoever Zane sacrificing something today for the greater good 10 years down the road. You understand? That is what Lee Kuan Yew had requested of the Singapore population back in the 60s. And Singapore is one of the wealthiest nations in the world today. So he knew that in order to get the country right, there would have to be austere measures. So austerity would have to be a way of life for a while. Seeing the people them never black road and burn down tree down in Singapore. You understand? Then decide, as my grandmother used to say, burn them belly. And now in Singapore, nobody know if you burn them belly because them belly big so. You understand me I say? So in Jamaica, we tend to lack vision, especially from a political perspective and standpoint. Most decisions we make in this country, we make it in alignment with our political views and political preferences, not looking at the bigger picture. So it was very noble of Mr. Julian Robinson to stand up for what he believed in and to really and truly take the government to task for issues related to the NIDS bill. Because there were issues. And this have nothing to do with politics. This is just a reality. There were issues. So if it was the People's National Party who was spearheading the NIDS initiative and the bill was the same with the same things in it, there were issues. So what I'm saying to the persons who are listening, Zane, we need as a people to make decisions from a more informed perspective, from a more informed foundation, and stop making decisions based on our political preferences, association, or alignment. Jamaica is not PNP country or JLP country, you know. Jamaica is Jamaica for Jamaicans, whether you're PNP or you're JLP. You understand what I say? That is the reality. Travis Miller said NIDS will tie up a lot of people in things they have nothing to do with. It would be a good tool if law enforcement and investigative branch has the tools to competently carry. Yeah, that is what I'm saying, Father Travis Miller. Blessings for the input. If the technology is there to work in coordination with NIDS, and if the human skill set is present, the expertise is there, Zine, and everything come together, and this can be used to really and truly tackle crime to a level in the country. Zine, but if it is just a database with people information floating around, then me not into it. You understand what I say? So there are many issues with the bill. There had been many issues with the bill. The bill is no more as per the ruling handed down by the Constitutional Court. So the Prime Minister in his statement, or the statement from Jamaica House, said that they will sit down, review the ruling, and then they will take it from there. But take it from me, NIDS is going nowhere. You understand what I say? Because there are some underlying and fundamental issues that we cannot ignore. Zin? Watch this now. And big up to the people that want to check in, or just a lock in, or just a clock in. You know what I think? Zin? It is not immediately clear what will become of the US 68 million or 9 million Jamaica or $9 billion Jamaican dollars loan from the Inter-American Development Bank that was negotiated to establish the NIDS. It is also not immediately clear what will become of the $5 million monthly budget of the NIDS Secretariat. The opposition had taken note of the fact that the Secretariat continued to promote the NIDS via advertisement and otherwise during the 6-month period that the country was awaiting the ruling. The NIDS was passed in the Parliament in late 2017 on Tuesday night, late on in the night, and received the Governor General's assent in December of that year, but never took effect. See, so in coming to their decision, the justices relied heavily on case laws from India. It would be nice to sit and look at those case laws, don't you? Understand what I say? You know what I think of? Well, I mean, here we are. As somebody said on Twitter, and peeps, if you're not following me on Twitter, you need to go do so. The link will go flash up anytime soon. Saying that the Jamaica judiciary system is alive and well. Some people will tend to debate that, but it is interesting. It's an interesting development. It's not a surprising development for me, as I've been saying from the get-go that there were some things that were just fundamentally wrong with the bill. You understand? And the justices would have agreed, and we'll see where we go from here. But for the records, and let the records speak, that this humble big-head fellow from born in St. Mary, grew up in St. Ann, Zane is in support of many aspects of the NIDS bill, but have questions and concerns about others. And if the areas of concerns and questions are dealt with, Zane, in a transparent manner, where some form of consensus and agreement, Zane, can be met, and compromises can be reached, then I think that this piece of legislation has the potential to work wonders for this nation. That is my personal, humble opinion. You understand what I say? So I not speak for nobody in the stream. I not speak for nobody when I know. I speak for myself. That's that. We're going to move on. You see me? Yeah, man. So peeps, you know, we like for big up, well, personally me I speak for myself again. I like to big up all hardworking, decent, professional police officers who continue to maintain their integrity in the face of a very, very harsh climate to police in this country. See? So we like to talk about the successes made by the police force in the week that was. As I said that, I remember Jamaica Terrated. A long time, I know the Jamaica Terrated, you know. Terrated. Alleged gunman disarmed in Spanish Town. See? So a community in the St. Catherine North Police Division would have been the location for the thing, for the incident. I think it's slots. I'm not sure. Oh, Zane. I'm not sure. But police officers in the North St. Catherine Police Division have taken a man into custody after a firearm and 7 rounds of ammunition were handed over to them in Willowdene, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Sunday, April the 7th. Reports from the Spanish Town police said that about 8:45 p.m., 2 men were involved in an altercation, during which one of them pulled a firearm, following which a struggle ensued and the man was disarmed. Gun baggy. You know gun bag that. It's a gun baggy that. The police were alerted and a Beretta 9mm pistol with a magazine containing the 7 9mm rounds of ammunition were handed over to the law enforcers. One of the men was taken into custody. His identity is still being withheld pending further investigation. So you have illegal gun basically. And you and a man in a tussle and you pull gun. Yeah, a man have argument that you pull the gun and can't use gun. You think gun have fun, family? You understand? So the gun baggy was disarmed. In lucky say man never shot him like. You see? Owner place 8 police. Okay, well the police has never done anything for me to hate them really. I have said many a times that some of the most corrupt people in this country are in the police force. Some of the biggest criminals in this country are in the police force. But conversely, you have very, very professional police officers who continue to serve and protect and live by the oath and vow that they made to serve and protect law-abiding Jamaican citizens. So I can't make a blanket statement like that, say me hate police. Still, you understand? But to each his own answer. You see me? So this was not really the work of the police, but that's how you started off. Well done to the brother with this the gun baggy brother there. You understand what I say? Gun recovered in Kingston after antics at a house. Someone was taken into custody following the siege of a firearm and several rounds of ammunition on Cedar Valley Road in Kingston 6 on Friday, April the 5th. So reports from the Matilda's Corner police said at about 11:30 p.m. Officers were on patrol in the area when they observed a man running towards a house. The man was observed throwing an object inside the house. I want gun baggy this year. Then he was then accosted and the object retrieved and found to be a 9mm Beretta pistol with a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds. The man was subsequently arrested. You know the identity situation. They don't reveal it because them still do investigation line. So that are 2 more gun off our street. Left 2 more full bare feet. You know what I mean? Police seized firearm and ammunition in Akiwak, St. Andrew again. See? That's what I think since my human rights was violated by them. No love after that. Own a place and say a word and I tell you how and own is our place. We not even realize that. My apologies for the name. See, I understand that, you know. See, and your experiences and my experiences are different, so I can only speak from mine and you only can speak from yours. But I don't think that it is all police officers in the JCF that would have violated your human rights. So it kind of really and truly unfair to broad brush and say all police officers, you hate them. Like, that kind of rough. Because the reality is that in our place, if you have issues in your place, you go and call the police. So then the one them will come, you hate them too. So I don't know. I just say, like, we just need to be a little bit more understanding of the fact that one police officer is not all police officer. You know what I mean? That's how I think. Like, one man is not all men. them have a look thing to say all men are dog. Then me not really know about that something because I mean not talk about me, but you have good youth a street. You have some man where do them thing and do them thing right. You understand what I say? And be faithful to them spouse and take care of them children and them good things. You have man out there will stay like that. And then all of them are cruff like a me. You understand? Me not really cruffish no more still. Me I try behave. You see it? But you know what I say? So you just kind of say because me know police officers out there where really and truly are loved by the masses. Like really and truly loved. So me not know still. You know what I mean? Yes, I. So you know, detectives based in the St. Andrew South Division have launched an investigation following the seizure of a handgun and a quantity of ammunition on Mullines Road. Is it? So reports on the police corporate communications unit are that a joint police military operation was conducted about 11:45 p.m. in the area of Akiwak. You know what I mean? Zin, During the operation, premises were searched and a firearm, a Ruger 9mm pistol, along with 18 9mm rounds of ammunition were seized. The 9mm is a weapon of choice, it seems, isn't it? See? And thing. So no arrest was made. Blessings our place. I see a word in an Empress. Manners and respect every time. You see me? Watch me now. 3 men arrested after pistol and ammunition found in Trelawney. Yeah, police I find the gun them. You understand? It's just that more gonna come. You understand? 3 men arrested. Not bad. A .45 pistol and several rounds of ammunition were seized in Albertown, Trelawney recently. So reports are that about 10:30 p.m. a team from the Ulster Spring police station that was on operation signaled the driver of a Toyota motor car to stop. The driver complied and 3 male passengers along with the vehicle were searched. During the search, a weapon and 5 rounds of ammunition were seized. The men were taken into custody in connection with the seizure. However, their identities are being withheld. You know that part of the side, the part. You understand what I say? See? Auntie. It's good at killing or kill somebody and I got them here. Them did that depend on them or kill some people. So well done to the police officers then. You understand what I say? Speaking about guns being found. AR-15 rifle found in St. James bushes. In nearby bushes. A Colt AR-15 assault rifle and peace. We'll have some very sad stories to talk about in a few. So I'm just get rid of them. You understand what I say? Them story from early. Seeing and thing and the stream will get kind of look a bit sad in a look away still. So brace on yourself. You understand? Place on yourself. You see it? So a Colt AR-15 assault rifle was seized by police in Cambridge, St. James on Wednesday of this week. So police report that a law enforcement team was in the community when the high-powered weapon was discovered in bushes. No one was arrested in connection with the discovery. In the meantime, a day earlier in Montego Bay, 5 persons were taken into custody in connection with the seizure of an illegal firearm and several rounds of ammunition at a bar in the second city. So you imagine, them man at a bar are drinking, when man drink them junk like sometime. And somebody and this man now in an argument in the bar. Well, he want to shoot the person. You understand? So as we are saying now, reports are at about 3 p.m. in a daylight, that in a middle daylight. You understand? See? Lawmen were on operation along Orange Street when a bar was searched. During the search, 1 Taurus 9mm pistol, 9mm again, and 5 9mm rounds of ammunition were found in a bag. What if it's a scandal bag? Because they name ban them. The 5 persons, including a woman, were subsequently arrested. You know the identity part. If you go into that. So a portion of gun that in a piece. And I look a bit of gun that. And peeps, you know, so before me come on stream, somebody sent me a video of an incident that would have occurred in a school. Information is suggesting that it's a Clarendon-based school. I do not know if that is correct at this point in time. Where about 3 or 4 boys were beating up a security guard with metal from desk and stones and like me no know. And I spoke at length and from my heart about the school situation, I think last Sunday or the Friday before that or something. You understand what I say? So, we also spoke about a situation where recently a security guard was stabbed and killed by boys who were on suspension who got to school. The security guard said them now go up on the compound. The school called police. The boys left, go away, come back, and stab the security, kill him. Seeing that boy has been charged. So Grange Hill student charged in fatal stabbing of security guard. You see that now? Every man a bad man. No man not take no talk, no man not take no this. You know what I mean? A male student of the Grange Hill High School in Westmoreland was on Monday, bright and early, when him shouldn't be at school. But because him farm fool, you understand? Was on Monday charged with the murder of security guard Clifton Lumley, who was fatally stabbed during an altercation at the institution over a week ago. The accused is set to appear in court later this week. When the man shouldn't appear in class, he might appear in court. The accused, who was on suspension from the institution. The accused, who was on suspension from the institution. I'm going to say it again. The accused, who was on suspension from the institution, was taken into custody for questioning in connection with the stabbing death of the security guard while he was on guard duty at the school on March 29th. The police are seeking at least one other student in relation to the killing. So one next schoolboy who should end their school in a class, they are run up and down in a bush and a hide. Because by the law, them can't abide. So right now, in a jail, them just go slide. And them not take no talking, no matter how people try to guide. You understand? Now go no more rhyme still. You understand? Reports are that about 2:40 p.m. the guard was stabbed during an attack by a group of boys at the school. It is being alleged that the boys who were on suspension went onto the school compound. The man them do something wrong in the school. And them here for guard them yard for a couple of days. And them still left them yard. Gone to school. If they wanted to be at school, them wanna gone to school, gone farm fool. But them gone to school. I don't know what they did. They were placed on suspension. And them left them yard, gone to school. You ever hear them say devil find work, glance? Him and them left them parents' yard where them send them home, gone to school. The boys reported the boys reportedly resist what do you say yet? It is being alleged that the boys who were on suspension went onto the school compound and were instructed to leave by the security guard. Enough of the year, leave family. The boys reportedly resisted. And the police were called. On the arrival of law enforcers, the boys left the school. But after the police left the institution, the boys reportedly returned and an argument and a tussle developed between them and the guard. During what was said to have been a direct attack from two of the students, one reportedly stabbed the guard multiple times. He was rushed to hospital for treatment but succumbed to his injuries the following morning. I want to can find the video. I suppose I can find the video. Let me see if I can watch that video there. One incident will go on today. Let me see. Give me a look at that. Let me dig up some things and big up some things. Oh, I hear myself somewhere. Hold on. Let me mute that. Stage, that be nice. Boom. Me they download the video? I think I downloaded the video, you know. Hold up. Alright, let's see if I can get it. Yes, sir. Alright, this look like it might work. No, don't do that. Youth. I'm gonna close this. Boom. Tapping nice. And then when the people in my video, video them so I can get good video, man. Sure. Well, on the piece, I'm gonna put this over here, so cause based on my screen set up right now, you have to give me a little time. So boom, put this over here, so mad. Streaming thing is kind of complicated for that thing more time. See, auntie. Ready or no, peeps? Share your screen. Boom. Play.
Oh man. Fala bicho esse aqui.
Let's start with that from scratch. Mad.
Oh man. Fala bicho esse aqui.
No, but the idiot man can book this and bring come back.
Man get stabbed in the hand now. Scared to set off right one side of one. Hold him on, speak him now.
Yo, leg up, man. I'm lucky for
You see, Bravo come to that boy the way man a wall. And then trade him start beat Bravo. The man them a thump up Bravo and a box him. The man then drop him in a wheelbarrow and a box him.
So them a fight him?
Yeah, Bravo come out the knife and fling off one of them side. Man move and then man then choke off the man have him under this and beat him. It's a Bravo the bad. Man them a beat Bravo. What's your sense? What's your leader there? What's your sense?
Say teacher them there. Teacher them there. Everybody there.
You don't know but you're not right this whole time.
So no teacher there?
I'm going to expel. Eh? I'm going to expel. Man, lock herself in.
I'm going to expel them.
So now when they put Bravo come in and they whole of them stop people.
What you say,
Yes, I. Boy. Okay, talk about that something, you know, boom. Yeah, peeps. I do have a thing to say. Saying everything would feel good for talk still, you know? Yeah, peeps, my apologies for the few expletives that was a part of that video. You know anything? The video might not be able to make no money after that still, because not the expletive, but the nature of the clip. But you don't know anything, and every video is about money. You see me? Peeps, that's how the thing reach. That's how the thing reach. It's easy for one of them boy to take out something and stab the security guard look a while. You understand? I say the groundsman have no care in the world. Like him just into him garbage. I pick up him garbage. Him never go to the... Then me see a teacher restrain a youth and a man want fight a police. Not a police, a teacher. Yo, peeps. That's how the school thing there. Take it from me. You understand what I say? That's how the school thing there. You feel what I say? A joke thing. You see me? So when the Ministry of Education come and talk off them face, when people come and talk off them face, them don't know what go on, people. You understand what I say? Them don't know what go on in that thing. See it there? Students stab and kill security guard. See it there? Students beating security guard. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. And them things they are going on in dance, peeps. You see it? Moving on from that still. See me? And them the youth the ministry are send back coming in school after them get expelled. Them the youth there. Every child can learn, every child must. Some of them need to learn what hard labor feel like. You understand what I say? But everything good still. Olympic Gardens man allegedly defrauds 8 in US visa scam. Father Andrew Ramos, big up yourself. An Olympic Garden St. Andrew man has been arrested and charged with obtaining money by means of false pretense. Like that's what the government do anyway. So, I don't know. In an alleged United States, visa scam that defrauded 8 people, he has been identified as Eric George Miller. In a news release, the U.S. Embassy in Kingston said Miller was arrested and charged by local police last Wednesday following an investigation conducted by its Overseas Criminal Investigations OCI division. It followed complaints received from 8 Jamaican nationals claiming to have been financially defrauded by Miller, the embassy said. Miller allegedly convinced each of the 8 victims to deposit Jamaican $75,000 to $160,000 into his bank account in exchange for promising to help them acquire H-2B visas and employment opportunities in the United States. I'm going to read that again. Miller allegedly convinced each of 8 victims to deposit between Jamaican $75,000 to $160,000 into his bank account in exchange for promising to help them acquire H-2B visas and employment opportunities in the United States. When the victims recently appeared at the U.S. Embassy as instructed by Miller, they learned that they had no visa appointments scheduled, and Miller did not answer their calls or arrive to render assistance with the process, the U.S. Embassy said. Miller was arrested and charged by the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Division, CTOC. With obtaining money by a false pretense due to misrepresenting himself as someone who could assist in acquiring the visas and overseas work opportunities, and charging multiple Jamaican nationals for services not rendered. Ah, boy. I suppose persons are going to say it is the economic climate in Jamaica why so many persons are falling victim to these scams. And persons are frustrated and them want a way out and them a see greener pastures. But me I say, and this is my view again, as all opinions and views stated on this channel are my personal views, nobody else. See? If you are in such a bad financial situation, how about being patient and saving all the money that you need to do the things along the right channels instead of trying always to cut a corner and beat the system? Jane are always try to go the cheaper route. That is what catch me sometime, you know. The cheapest route. So yes, many persons continue to suffer in this country. That's a fact. We don't need to go around that. Many persons' economic situations are far less than desired. See? However, what I'm saying, if you can find $160,000 to deposit in a man account, then you don't just save up your money, man, and do the thing the right way, sir. How many more stories of instances where things like these happen we need for a year before we learn? See? You have some people where them way of life, them employ, their means of employ is for scam, desperate, and most persons who get scammed out of desperation. People are so desperate to come out of their current situation that them not take the time out for really and truly research and find out if this thing is actually true. They are so blinded by their need to come out of them situation, and some people are just blinded by greed too. Everybody want to go to the land of milk and honey, the euphoria that was promised by the United States of America, the promised land, the greatest land that ever was, that ever is, and ever will be. Everybody. Like, I mean, I tell you, many Jamaicans leave Jamaica and end up in a worse off situation in the United States than when they were in Jamaica. Many Jamaicans leave them comfortable bed at Jamaica and sleep on floor America. Many Jamaicans have them job at Jamaica where, yes, they never rich, but them did get by, go in America, go and clean dog teeth and brush dog teeth. Yeah? Like, ah, boy. Manchester cocaine smuggler fined $400,000. See? A Manchester chef, man, did I cook up something. A Manchester chef, Damian Newman, has been fined a total of $400,000 after pleading guilty to smuggling a quantity of cocaine into the island. The 43-year-old was fined $200,000 or 9 months for possession of cocaine and $200,000 for 9 months for importing cocaine. He was admonished and discharged on the charge of dealing in cocaine. The prosecution offered no evidence on the charge of conspiracy. Fire us a clean dog teeth. Yeah, brother, so my man then go and clean dog teeth, man. And when them there, yeah, them think never so bad, you know. But them feel like, say, the moment you drop a US, everything good, you're rich, you start drive Bentley. You understand? You live in a penthouse suite. It's just like some man when they come by them here say, yo, if you look at them, I make crazy money. And when they run in on YouTube, and them I say 1, 2, 3 months pass and the money lily. Some people still not make none. Them I say, where money there? Money me and look at where you're there. Money me and look at where you're there. Anywhere you go, you have to work hard. In some places, you have to work even harder than when you're there. Yard family. Many persons who are watching this stream are watching from the UK, from Canada, from the United States. And most of those persons can tell you that they have to work twice or thrice as hard to live a decent life in these land of milk and honey. Some of them are brush dog teeth. There's nothing wrong with brush dog teeth. Dog teeth have to brush too. But I say, you understand me? I say, some of the people them have to work so hard that them really and truly don't get no time to live. So some people are Jamaican and we don't have no conscience now, you know. Because every minute we want top up phone card and we want shoes and we want Nike and we want Hair Max and Hair Fox and them sitting there. You understand? Not knowing say the people them way in a snow them work off them behind. In a heat stroke them work off them behind. Heat wave like you get heat stroke. You don't know what I mean? You understand, teacher? You know, I say nothing wrong with cleaning dog teeth for mine. I say dog teeth have to clean too. Because my dogs them have to live. My dogs them have to live. You know what I mean? So nothing wrong with the dog teeth, but I just say. You understand? Some man did have some job at Jamaica where them never did a clean dog teeth. So I don't know where you go leave Jamaica or clean dog teeth. You better you clean some Jamaican dog teeth. You understand? But I say peace, that's a reality. Some of we are run left yard. And the reality is that you have to work twice as hard abroad than when they are yard more time to get by. Some people have to work 2-3 jobs to just get by family. How was Spanish slavery? You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Jeremy and all manners. You see it? That's the thing there. See it? Romario manager Louis V. You understand? Louis V. Oh, that tune go? Dark shit. I remember, I find a tune, I bust a tune. You understand what I say? Ready or no, peeps? Newman was arrested on March 31 at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston after sniffer dogs. Yes, we got them. He is a canine division of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So, and I like say, at them a dog teeth, them become clean. A sniffer dog, them. Then, after sniffer dogs raised an alarm at his luggage, the police say the bags were searched and 5 pounds, 11 ounces of white powdery substances, which later tested positive as cocaine, was recovered. Newman was subsequently charged. Yeah? So in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, his lawyer, Abel Danfoot. Hey, Abel Danfoot, a big lawyer, no peeps. The man is able. You understand? Argued that the chef acted out of desperation when he committed the unlawful act. Lawyers. We soon get to the lawyers then. Bird Samuels, big up yourself, family. He told the court that his mother's house was on the brink of foreclosure. Foot also pleaded for mercy, noting that Newman was in poor health and that the circumstances does not warrant imprisonment. Senior Parish Judge Vaughan Smith, however, indicated that it is customary that a custodial sentence be imposed in order for the court to send a strong message that these offences are not tolerated. Nevertheless, he agreed that this case is distinguishable from others, and Newman was fined. Peyton Place, big up yourself, brother. You know, I appreciate that something, you know. You see? Really and truly appreciate the generosity, bro. Blessings every time. You understand what I say? So, peace, one story, I never did even know if I did want to touch, but you mean I really choose the news still, you know. But I share it, because some people good as one hear a news. You understand? Man pleads guilty to manslaughter in Dexter Pottinger's court case. I don't know Dexter Pottinger, the designer brother like. See? Teach, you say a real class nice asking for a friend. You know, say me have past student in a building, you know. I don't know if any of my present students I watch or any. I think O'Neill are skin in the building. Me used to teach O'Neill. Probably a couple more people in here. You can ask them, man. You understand what I say? See? The man charged in relation with the killing of fashion designer Dexter Pottinger pleaded guilty when he appeared in the Home Circuit Court. Romario Brown is charged with manslaughter, larceny from a dwelling, and simple larceny. See? The court was told that Brown, who is being represented by attorney at law Donald Bryan, stole Pottinger's Honda CRV motor vehicle, as well as a television and a watch from his house. Pottinger's decomposing body was found at his Eureka Place residence in St. Andrew on August 31st, 2017. The body had multiple stabs, 24 of them. Following an investigation by the police, he was arrested and later charged. It was revealed that Brown was out on bail for killing a woman in St. Andrew in 2016. The weird case of Benjamin Button starts now. You know Cecile, bad girl Cecile, you understand? Does not believe the killer's account of Dexter Pottinger's murder. And me as a piece, me really too love a topic still, but me there I talk about it, you understand? Corporate era tattoo artist Romario Brown will be sentenced on May the 24th for the murder of Dexter Pottinger. Yeah, that we are talking about. Then, Justice Shelley Williams will hand down the sentence. Earlier this week, Brown, who was initially charged with murder, pleaded guilty to the lesser offense of manslaughter after his caution statement revealed that his actions were caused by provocation by the deceased, Dexter Pottinger, who was an openly gay man. Brown also pleaded guilty to larceny from the premises and simple larceny when he appeared in the Home Circuit Court. We tell you that already. See? In a caution statement, my last. Made to the police shortly after his arrest, Brown said that while at the fashion designer's Eureka Place residence in St. Andrew, Pottinger appeared before him naked, with his penis erect. He further alleged that he did not know that Pottinger was gay and was surprised by the act. That bad things make joke, you know. Subsequently, using a knife to stab Pottinger 25 times. Dancehall star Cecile, a friend of the fashion designer, has her doubts about the authenticity of the tale weaved by the accused. Cecile said, and I quote, I have nothing to say except that Dexter is the most known gay personality in Jamaica. To say one did not know, that statement also confirms that the depiction of the entire scenario is inaccurate. A deception. The only mistake Dexter made was bailing someone out of prison, and was a very bad judge of character that cost his life. Court documents revealed that the killer said Pottinger posted bail for him on Tuesday, August 29, 2017, after he was arrested by the police for being in possession of 2 knives. That was 2 days before Pottinger was found dead. So the same man who pleaded guilty to killing Pottinger was bailed by Pottinger 2 days before him killed Pottinger. So he did lock him up on 2 knife charge. But he was also on bail for a murder charge, family. You understand? In his statement, he said that he had only known the fashion designer for a week. Having met him in halfway tree St. Andrew, where he was handing out flyers to promote his tattoo studio. His tattoo studio. They had been discussing investment plans, yeah, I'm sure, and ideas for his tattoo studio before Dexter made a pass at him. Like this. Brown said, so how me only know you for less than a week and me I bail you out of prison? This is just that me ask. I mean I idiot, you know. You understand? The people some of stop say that. Brown said that on the fateful day, faithless, he was on the balcony of the house using a knife to cut up ganja while having drinks with Pottinger. How am I there? Something about ganja, yeah. Then Pottinger left the balcony indicating that he would soon return. PJ said, I shall return. And when he eventually did, he was completely naked. Pottinger's decomposing body was found on August 31st, 2017 by his brother, who went to his house to check on him because the fashion designer could not be reached. A flat screen television, a watch, and Pottinger's Honda CR-V motor vehicle were missing. Brown admitted to stealing these items and led police to their recovery after he was arrested. Yeah, man, advertise him in tattoo studio. See him? Yo, this was rough. It's a rough story. I like that story still, but boy, man, tell you. Yeah, that was rough. Woman to be sentenced for hiding her son, who was amongst the St. James most wanted. Me tired to tell you now. Say behind every crime. Behind every crime in Jamaica, there is a woman somewhere along the line. Zine, whether directly or indirectly, accessory to the fact before, during, and after the murder, like. Because many of these criminals, I did an article once where I said Jamaican women are as guilty or are as responsible for a crime in Jamaica as men. Some people beat me bad over it and say me fi go like. You understand? Me not gone nowhere. Me there same way. Me there upon the goalie side. But long and short of the story. These mothers and grandmothers and sisters and wives and girlfriends and matey number 2 and matey 3 come on TV, come Black Road and demonstrate and bawl for justice and mercy and murder. When these men are murdered and them not tell nobody, say them a wash the bloody shirt and them a hide the gun them and them a spend the funds them. Yeah, you follow me I say? A woman who was found guilty of harboring a fugitive after she was caught hiding her son was placed on the St. James most wanted list is awaiting to be sentenced. Yes, man. Pansy Powell, Miss Pansy, who hails from Roehampton, St. James, was scheduled to be sentenced in the St. James Parish Court on Monday. But when her case was called up before presiding judge Tesha Grant, sentencing was postponed because the social inquiry report that was ordered by the court was not ready. A new sentencing date was set for May the 14th, and Powell's bail was extended. Oh, Miss Pansy out on bail. As Powell's arrest came after a report was filed against her son, Ture Gun. Hold on, peeps. Let me see. Come in and even don't read the article. Me just see headline and decide to go and share it. The man name, him surname is... Ah boy, tell you about names. Me never say it. You see it here? Look on it there. You see teach them come up like. A man name Ture Gun, like a ray gun. Yeah, you know then ray gun then some game when you play when they shoot people and just disintegrate. Hey man name Gun. Hey, what you expect to happen? Do you think he might go bust fire clappers? You think a fire rocket he might go burst? You see? You been nagging my day, me the name me a change in the first place. Backside. I talk to you about names. It affects the psyche of the person and the subconscious of the person who answers the name. And as such, over time, people tend to take on the persona of the name. A man named Ray Gun, you know see? Tura Gun. Yo, you know what? To Ray Gun on August 19, 2006. Well, I'm going to read this. Powell's arrest came after a report was filed against her son, Mr. Gunn, on August 19, 2016. In connection with a shooting incident. What kind of other incident would Mr. Gunn be involved in? Sophia said she think of Williams in the name. That one in the name Williams. Yeah, so let me say. You see, Mr. Gunn was involved in a shooting incident. You follow me? I say, hey man named Ray Gun. Gun. Consequently, his name was published in the Western Mirror as amongst St. James' most wanted on April 26, 2017. On June 6, 2017, the police armed themselves with an arrest warrant. See, you see, the police in Jamaica actually do some good work from time to time, you know. So our place, I want you to take time with the police them sometime. You miss, you'll calm down. You see, the police them was so professional. Them get search warrant and then just kick down Miss Pansy door. Poor Miss Pansy. See? The police armed themselves with an arrest warrant and carried out an operation in search of gun. Fitzroy Miller, blessings family. So the police were in search of gun. Yeah? And found him hiding at her home. She broke down in tears and told the police that she knew he was wanted, but had to protect him. The lady protect her gun. Understand there? Yeah, son. Right now. Right now. Poor Miss Pansy. See it? Poor Miss Pansy. Ah, boy. Murders almost double in St. James. However, cops are confident they can arrest the situation. Pun intended. Me not get into that, right? I know too much people are there down there. Migrating gangsters blamed for a rise in crime in St. Catherine South. Yeah, so them are run from places like Moby and them things. But me not get into the article there long, brother, and too much you can't bother. St. James cabby shot dead while washing his vehicle. Boy, I don't know. They call it a mother's love for child. Me understand that, no, Christopher. But say, poor Miss Pansy. That's all I have to say. The St. James police are investigating the murder of a taxi operator who was shot dead by unknown assailants as he washed his cab in his community on Tuesday night. Yeah? The deceased has been identified as 33-year-old Clive Brown. See? Otherwise called Big Pants. Of Bottom Road, Norwood in St. James. Reports from the Montego Bay police are that about 7:40 p.m. Brown was washing his motor car when he was pounced upon by unknown men who opened gunfire at him, hitting him in the upper body. So the police were summoned, and upon their arrival, Brown was seen lying on the roadway with several gunshot wounds in a pool of blood. He was taken to the Corner Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The killing of Brown raised the murder figure in the parish to 43 since the start of the year. Father Trivian Spike, blessings in a brother. Man, as I respect it, you know, I appreciate that something, you know. You see me, you know what thing go. Ah, boy. Yeah, peeps, you know, say last week, one day, about Saturday, two men were shot in the parking lot at Knutsford Express in New Kingston. Then subsequently the police would have arrested. One of the men died, one was admitted in hospital. I don't know his situation at this point in time. Like, then some man in custody for a New Kingston murder. Knutsford Express says shooting meters from core parking zone. Yeah? The police have made an arrest in connection with Saturday's brazen gun attack in New Kingston, in which a man was killed and another shot and injured. The incident, which happened about 2:30 in the afternoon, took place on the Grenada Crescent parking lot adjacent to the New Kingston Shopping Centre and in the vicinity of Knutsford Express. However, lawmen remain tightly, opting not to give further details on the suspect or the circumstances of the murder. It is still under investigation. I could not give you any other details outside of confirming one man is in custody, but nothing else can be released to the public until it has hatched out, a male constable from the Police Corporate Communications Unit said. If we give anything else that could compromise the case in court, or even the proceedings from this point on. However, subsequently to this article being released, one next one was released today. Suspect in New Kingston fatal shooting released without charge. So the suspect was taken into custody in relation to the fatal shooting at the Knutsford Express parking lot in New Kingston on Saturday have been released by the police. So the suspect was released yesterday evening following a question and answer session with detectives in the presence of his attorney. Guess and tell me who him liar be. Eh? Guess and tell me who be him liar. Hey man get bail. When I get bail, him then release him without charging him. Me not know if him guilty or not, as I say. Yes, and yes, I walk with you, Jaja, deep down in my soul. Peter the Divine. Peter Champagne at it again. When in doubt, seek Peter Champagne out. You understand? Make sure your money enough still. Tavares a paperweight compared to Peter Champagne, brother. Tavares probably have a bigger name and more fame. But when they check it, make it stay this way. Yeah, man, a Peter Champagne, man. No, and a Bert. It could have been Bert Summers as well, but a Peter the man. Yes, and Peter is the man. Who is the man? Peter. When I say Peter, you say man. Peter. Well, the man, but you know what I think. So peace, one next thing I say, I know I kind of chew me out still. But me I read it before me get into some sad story like. You understand? Thing boy, I don't know. Contraceptives to curb HIV spike. Oh, one more thing still. I kind of figure say the police and probably release him for bait him still. That's just my opinion. I observe the police from the other day, but you know what I mean? Just like the Bloomfield situation where them did arrest the brother, release him, then lock him up and charge him. Like, I don't know. But I don't work with the police. The doubling of HIV cases in Jamaica's prisons has resurrected the debate on formally offering condoms to curb the spread of sexually transmitted infections, with a clergyman being the loudest advocate that contraceptive be introduced. But the clergy people them normally say, woe unto those who indulge in said kind of practices. So I don't understand. So a report recently revealed that a 2018 study conducted by the National Family Planning Board showed that the HIV prevalence rate was 6.9%. Interesting. More than 100% higher than the 3.3% recorded in 2011. The statistics rank prisoners as the third highest risk group behind transgender, women, and gays. Man, if you're transgender, you can't be no woman too. Backside. Same-sex intercourse among men is outlawed in Jamaica. Anglican cleric, Anglican is a split off a Roman Catholic faith. Anglican cleric and human rights campaigner Father Sean Major Campbell said that making condoms available for our prisoners was basic common sense in response to a public health crisis. We are hiding our heads in the sand. What an analogy. When we try to moralize and say this is legal, Major Campbell, rector of the Christ Church in Vineyard Town, said, we have to realize that in that broad subjective area of human sexuality, there is circumstantial same-gender intimacy. We are individuals whose primary identity in terms of sex orientation is not that of same-gender intimacy, but they will actually relate that way in certain circumstances, as in prison or in war. I don't go war. I don't go prison then. You understand? Where the opposite gender may not be readily available over time. Major Campbell said such persons would likely revert to their primary sexual orientation. Major Campbell, there's a major flaw in the reason, sir. Understand? But Director of Medical Services at the Department of Correctional Services, Dr. Donna Michelle Roya Powie, what her name, has reservations. Me got them too. You understand what I'm saying? Citing that in 1997 riot at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, during which several inmates were killed and 40 injured, when Colonel John Prescott tried to introduce condoms in prison years ago, even before I got there was a riot and several persons died because what they interpreted it to say was that means you are saying we are having sex with each other, and you know Jamaica is very homophobic. The general population is very homophobic. We have your few who we know that are homosexuals, but they are a minority in the prison. And the other thing is that the buggery law is still in effect. So condoms are illegal in prisons. What we are looking at now as a possibility for prevention is using the HIV treatment. That's it, me too long. I mean, I don't really want to read no more tight still. I read it still, because I don't really choose the news. But I have my views. You understand? Executive Director of Human Rights Group Stand Up for Jamaica, Carla Golota, also recalled the Prescott era riots and the outrage triggered by the attempt to curb the spread of disease with the introduction of prophylactics. Let's talk about pyro. Zin? Condoms. Yeah? Since that time, nobody has been raising the issue anymore. But can't I tell you one song? I need to remember that song there. I just need to play one time and remember it. I'm going to a regular me and talk about them things. But I think the main thing to do is an education campaign in terms of sexual health about the condom. I would be very careful knowing the reaction. But I believe in education. And that if you teach them, the message have to reach them. I know that necessarily, but you know where we go. How to use the condom. And which man a prisoner know if you use condom? I mean man, I mean boy like juvenile facilities. I mean like prison like. Yeah man, I'm a Chelsea jersey Dave Robinson man. We proud of it and I'm going to show you ladies them again still. Because them say them like it. You understand? Focusing on. Then, if you teach them to use the condom, you would have taught them for when they go back to society. Health Minister, interesting. Dr. Christopher Tufton urged correctional authorities to review the conditions of incarceration and how they are managed, as well as how inmates are grouped. We don't want to encourage it further by providing the means. But at the same time, we have to be concerned about the fact that it is a reality. It is happening. And the risk associated with it. So in a sense, some decision will have to be made, he said. There's one part of the narrative that speaks to rape, for example, which means that, or suggests that, Some are not necessarily infected through voluntary sexual activity. Then some may be forced, and that clearly would be concerning also and would require some sort of examination. Roddy Spencer, the state minister in the Ministry of National Security, under whose oversight prisons fall, declined comment. Roddy no condom talk, saying he would have to consult with his correctional officials before making a statement. He man had distance himself like. So peeps, condom in a prison thing they still, boy, you spread a bed out there, lay down in there, sir. You should have did know. You understand? And then, boy, I don't know. Because that's the next story for your next time. So, peeps, from the strange to the abnormal to the wrong to the sad. Murder suicide on Waltham Park Road. Correctional officers killed in murder suicide in front of their 12-year-old daughter. Amazingly sad. Zane, amazingly sad. Boy, if you know, well I said, but you know sometimes some lapse of judgment and some circumstances kind of make the most law-abiding citizen up a prison still. So it's kind of rough still. You understand what I say? But I mean, I have to go pay for your taxpayer and family. You know see. Government now buy give them. Is we have to go pay for. Zane? So peeps, we know the story now. Me need even read the article because we know the story. It is well documented and need upon teach them. My message I reach them like. You understand? It's actually a trending video. And I kind of when the videos trend, it's an amazing feeling. Say the work is seen and is valued by persons. But it is the saddest videos that tend to trend. Because apparently people love the sadness. People love, what I mean, I know. Almost every video that I do where some high profile murder occurs in Jamaica, the video trend. Zane? And I never did even upload that video early because the news that I've broken, like me get the story from about 9 o'clock in the morning while I was at work. I come home, I go to the gym, I come back, I do the video. It's not like I rush and do the video because I just, boy, I don't know. But as I say, I don't really choose the news. You understand? I just share what I can share as best as I can. You understand? So on Wednesday morning, about after 7 somewhere there about, correctional officer assigned to the Horizon Remand Center, Patrick Gowans, would have shot and killed his wife, Rolene Clark Gowans, 42-year-old, in Waltham Park. Reports are that Mr. Gowans was taking the couples, well, because I'm kind of separated as far as I know, was taking their 12-year-old daughter to school, seeing when he lay-waited his wife, who was on her way to work. She's employed at the Fort Augusta Adult Remand Center, female prisoner. Then chased her with a gun and shot her multiple times. The little girl said that her mother ran on the approach of her father, Zane crying and a beg for her life. And when the man finally catch up with her, she said to him, say, Casey, I suppose I saw him call him, Casey, you don't have to do this. Before she said that, she was hitting her chest. Zane fell to the ground. The daughter said that her father then went over her mother, Zane shooting her twice in the back and once in the head. He then proceeded to put the 9mm pistol into his mouth and shoot himself. dying subsequently. He never did it because the videos that were being circulated, like I said them, you know, when I use them videos there. You understand me? I said, when I really share them videos there, but you know what thing go. He was there gasping for breath for a little while. So reports are that the couple has been having marital issues for a while. So much so, they have been married for 15 years. So much so that the lady decided she found the strength, because reports are that the man was a perennial abuser, physically, verbally. She even went to her workplace, prison, like, you know, and threatened her with a knife recently, saying, "Man, kill her," and thing, and them something there. The lady moved out of the house. I don't know if she's involved with somebody else. That is not my place. Subsequently, though, her daughter, her older daughter, one Shante McDonald, would have made a statement on social media confirming that her mother was a couple of weeks pregnant. Who was the father? I don't know. She said that not many persons knew, but the man also knew. Zane? And things. Scotty, you're still there. I never know you're still there, sis. Zane? So, persons are also saying that they were a good couple until jealousy started to take over the man. And as such, I don't know what I'm going to answer. There are also other stories being circulated, but you know, we not do speculations, and we not make what we don't know. Yeah, so let me say, what I know though is that the situation is amazingly sad. Checks are being made to find out if the weapon is a licensed weapon or if he had the permit to carry said weapon. You see me? And think more than likely he might have a permit still. You see? But if this man has been so abusive for years, there's a few questions. So, would said abuse have been reported ever? And if said abuse have ever been reported, physical, knowing that this man is the holder of a permit to carry a firearm on his person, were there any initiative undertaken to assess whether or not this man should retain the privilege of carrying a licensed firearm, assuming that the weapon was licensed? You feel what I say? Because if, as being said in the space now, that he has been abusing her forever and ever, amen, was a formal report ever made or filed at any police station? And if such, what kind of follow-up was done by the officer who received, or officers who received the reports? Was a background check done? Was there any knowledge that he was a firearm holder? What kind of initiative was taken to assess whether this man was fit and proper to be the holder of a licensed firearm? So many questions. So fine, you've been a beat up the lady as per what is being said. We don't hear nobody from Feme side of the family speak yet. It's just the lady side of the family we are here from. I mean, the little girl spoke, Zane, and the man's stepdaughter spoke. So we don't hear that side of the fence there. But if you've been a beat up the lady, if you have been beating up the lady, my colleagues have to stop to that. Zane? Oh, so yeah, our place says she's hearing that it was reported and nothing was done. Well, if that was a situation, or if that is a situation, it is extremely sad. Yeah? So you have been abusing the lady. And she finally decided she should leave your family. Chances are, she's a lady, she's still young girl, 42-year-old. Oh, teach my questions. Okay. Zane? And she probably find somebody who appreciate her and treat her like a queen. Then you did have her family and you mess it up, so make she go on. And Scartel say, go on if you want. But remember say, you can't say me never give you love. Can't say me treat you bad. You know me we dead for you, you know. Ta-na-ni-no. Our place where Jamaican men think them own woman. Well, I am a Jamaican man and I don't think that I own no woman. You understand? I love the girls them. You understand? And generally the girls them love me. Them good with me and me good with them. I don't really know the ownership part of it still. You see me? I have said this before that the greatest thing God ever make a woman. They done this so they don't get no better than that. You understand? A God greatest creation that ever. Like a boss when him struck woman, him struck gold. Platinum and them good metal there. You understand what I say? We reach a situation now where men in Jamaica has developed what I call the God complex. They believe that they are the supreme being over the lives of women. And I've said it already. Me don't tell you no already. That 95% of the time when relationships end, us as men are generally responsible because we've been at the foolishness day in, day out. Just try on TV. You look like you want to spam the chat, sir, brother. We don't reach this yet, brother. You know a thing run already. Yeah, son. You know a thing, brother, man. Things take a little time. Oh, Lance Cook said the FLA take what I'm gonna and give me back. Wow. Interesting. Father Lance Cooks, I appreciate the info. I want some verification on that. So tell me I can get some info related to that. Sorry, guys. We oftentimes find some good women. And not all women good. That's the reality that you have some cruel women out there. You understand? Just like you have some cruel man out there. Anything you have as man, you have as woman. Anything you have as woman, you have as man. You nobody try to go around it. Try not go around the thing. Because you will pay if you learn you. You understand what I say? So we have these women. We get complacent, we get comfortable, we get abusive. You feel me? We treat the woman them any old way and expect them to stay. And then we try to block them when they want to go on them way. You feel what I say? We have been ill-treating, mistreating, untreating women for a long time. And then when the woman them finally have had enough, we don't want them go. And them can't go nowhere because if me can't get them, nobody else can get them. And me sorry and I cry crocodile tears. It's a bigger part of the problem than we admit as men, you know. A lot of the time when these ladies want to leave is we drive them to leave. Women have them faults and them weaknesses like men. But some women can be so patient with us as men. And them stick to it. And they remember the good times when the bad times come around and them a whole out for you say, yo, like we've been through so much. And I remember one time when teacher love me and used to treat me right and I will change again and teach nobody change. And that one, you know. See? Somehow we give the woman them bun left, right and center. And when we get look bun in the center, we mad and kill people. Every man who kill a woman who was cheating has cheated before. Oh, okay, Lance Cooks, and see a word. Take it from me. Me not cheat no more still. Me a good youth. But back in the days, me and my friends them used to move X. Cut and got you as a day crew. Used to flex. Any girl who we see we want, we just take. Boy talk too hard, get a kick in her neck. But never mind that. You understand what I say? So, boy, I don't know y'all lady our place. The man them set away. Whether night or day, them not play. They them just fool like. You see it? Ah boy. Me no know. Me tired for talk. Me tired for talk. Me no know what else to say. Me no know what else to do. Me no know if to tell the brother them say focus stage. See it? Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Things sad. A 12-year-old child stood trying to prevent her father from killing her mother. How will that child live the rest of her life with those images in her head? How can that 12-year-old child cognitively assess, internalize those images? How can you, as a man who I am sure would have professed nothing but love for your daughter, stand beside her and kill her mother? Irrespective of what the mother do to your brother, because we don't know the full story. How can you hurt so deeply a person when you say you love your daughter by removing the two most important persons from her life in one go? Me not get it. I am sure him claims him love him wife. Yes, they're not together anymore, but you love her. You not kill people you love, brother. Well, me not know of that. Like, boy, I don't know. I don't know. People in the public say a portion of things. You know, social media is a curse unto this nation. It's a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. Because social media, me they work on it now, but like we try to be responsible. So, me are the blessing part of social media. Me I say that publicly. But yeah, some people like curse part like. You understand? Me don't like them behavior like. Uno know the people them business. Uno stop make the business no fa. Uno don't know the people them life. Uno stop decide the people them life. No, sir. Work with the information that is present and don't create nothing when none you know. Remember these people have a child. Somebody took me to task for the video that I did. The first video. Because I did 2 videos. I did a follow-up. That I should not have shown the young lady's face. In hindsight, maybe I should not have done that. When I was editing, I actually blurred out her face and then remove the effect. On the grounds that the video clip that I was using was all over the world already. See? So that person eventually deleted the message, the comment, because when I see it before me get to reply to it. You understand? Saying she's a child. Yeah, I know she's a child. She's 12 years old. You don't need to tell me what a child is. You understand? That video clip would have been on the news everywhere before. So it's not like, say, you understand, I was the first person to show it. The Glean had it on their website. The Star had it on their website. It was on the news already. You feel me? So I don't know if that person contacted the Glean and TVJ and the Star and tell them to remove it. Like, but because they're the small one, you know, on easy sometime, man. You don't know my thought process when I edit my videos. See, I have done videos already with people and not them face not in and at all. Just them body, like their guests, because we have to be respectful to the thing. We normally blur out things what they need for blur out. See, and some more time we don't need for be a little bit more, tactful, because I don't feel like so because I try to be professional, I know we run away, don't for 1 minute think that, because you would be so wrong. I just try as best as possible to be as polite as I can, because I understand how that thing work. You understand? So, understand, and if you have to point out something to me, then try to be constructive in your criticism. You don't necessarily have to be. I don't want to be disrespectful either, so I'm not saying. You understand? But there are ways and then there are ways. So if you're pointing out something, you point out something. You don't need to show up how uncouth you are. Trivian, big up yourself, brother. You see? Blessings. So me I say, of course, she's a child. But I was not the creator of the clip. The clip was there. It was on the cleaner's Twitter page. That is where I got it from. It was on the Gleaner's YouTube page and them Facebook page. It was in this like come on man. Ugh. Yeah, peeps. So I don't know what anybody can say to that young lady for any time soon now that will make any difference to her. I am most concerned and worried about her, and I sincerely hope that she will be able to get the help that she will definitely need in order to even start to accept this. Forget about processing it. Just accept, say it happen. See it? And I hope that she's not blaming herself for it. You see me? Because after the mother moved out, there was an agreement that they would have visitation rights for the child 2 weeks out of the month, rotating. So the mother have her for 2 weeks, then the father, which is fair. I mean, when there is separation in marriage or relationship, the child should not suffer because of that. You understand what I say? So at least that was mature of them. Seeing? What was the final trigger for the man to pull the trigger, I do not know. Seeing? Sad. But then you think it would have ended there. Ah, boy. Man dead. Woman injured after attempted murder-suicide in Kingston. That the next day. So the correctional officer situation was on the Wednesday, and then this man decides, say, he's going to pull off a stunt. A man is dead. I'm going to give him a clap there for me now. Kill himself. Good. You understand? I have a clap load up here, so. Anytime I touch a yard, me have to load up. You know what I mean? And peeps, when I realize I want to look at ticky beside my name, it means that the channel has been verified. I said this channel is owned by Teach. You understand? No boy can't breach. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Verification. Thing happen. Zine, sorry for that. I mean, kind of sad, but you know you have to break monotony sometime. A man is dead and his female partner in serious condition after an attempted murder-suicide in Kingston on Thursday morning. Only a day after a correctional officer shot and killed his estranged wife before committing suicide in another section of the corporate area. The deceased has been identified only as Sodi. With a name like this. Ladies, don't there with nobody with name Sodi. Now listen, ladies, don't there with nobody with name Sodi. Something wrong. If him only known as Sodi. You understand? Zane? Him name Sodi. Sodi, my name, you know? Sodi. How do you name Sodi? Like, how you come by that name there? No understand. Sodi. One place me I try to show that tweet a long time. Boom. You see me, Sodi. Yeah, ladies, see Sodi them and leave them alone answer. Yeah, work out. The deceased has been identified only as Sodi. Guess him occupation. Let me say, cause let me say the people them who they are every stream. Who not gonna know him occupation. Why him occupation? Father Sodi there. See who follow me expressions and me things when me I teach. You see? Every time I there, me have to load up. People don't want to take so long. If you said tell me so the door. You understand? Sodi. Yes, electronics, pick up yourself. So these are laborer. See, the finna get it. The rest of them slow though. You understand? Probster 360. Welcome, my friend. Blessings. See? Yeah, man. So these are laborer, man. You don't know, man. AMO, man. Of McIntosh Drive in Kingston 3. Police report that Soddy allegedly hit his common law wife in the head with a stone, knocking her unconscious. Thinking that the woman was dead, he reportedly then used a piece of rope to hang himself. Clap Soddy. Well done, Soddy. Not hitting the woman, but killing herself like. Yeah, son. I'm gonna clap Soddy, man. Soddy is an idiot. The police were summoned and upon their arrival, the officers discovered that the female was still breathing. She was rushed to hospital, where she was treated and admitted in serious condition. Damn boy, Soddy. You see me? Well done, Soddy. I'm glad the woman is alive. Yeah, peeps. Don't know the sad story section or anything, you know. So I'm going to do about 2 more stories and call it a day. 3 more stories. I save that one there for Sunday evening. Or you're going to beat Petrojam again. Beat and teach. You understand? So I do 3 stories. I do a Tesha Miller story second to last and then a Buju story and call it a day. You understand? Because night a come. This barred lawyer scams granny. Why? The luxurious retirement that Murdell Chambers was looking forward to will not come to pass. And it came to pass that in the days of crooked lawyers, don't trust none of them. Hey. As the 75-year-old claims that she was defrauded out of $6.3 million by a lawyer who was helping with the sale of her land in Hanover. According to Chambers, half acre of land in Canaan, Hanover has been in her family for generations. But she was okay with selling it. However, she's yet to receive payment for the sale of the land, and she is convinced that she was scammed by the lawyer. I was born and raised on that property. That was my pension money that I was looking forward to for years, and now I have lost everything. I lost my land and I lost the money. I have nothing. I am 75-year-old, and that money was my retirement money. What else do I have to hold on to now? Chambers explained that early last year, she made a decision to sell the land and was introduced to the lawyer through her brother-in-law. Trust the brother-in-law and go get a cut. She said the land was viewed by a potential buyer and arrangements were made for the property to be sold, even though she was not on the island. She said that she was kept abreast of the proceedings through email from the lawyer. Scotty, what you say? Who was discovered to have been disbarred last September. The land was sold for $6.3 million. And the lawyer told me that when he got the money, he will transfer the funds to me. The contract was done and the documents sent to me to be signed. Show up me later. Alright, sis, now say a word. As we done stream. See? Text me some remember, because you know me I get old. My brother-in-law said that I did not need to come to the country after the purchase. But I said I wanted to, so I could welcome the new owner to the land. What a nice lady though. Miss Chambers, big up yourself. I hope you get back the money. She said she want to welcome the people that might buy the land to the land. But her brother-in-law, I don't trust him. She said that the lawyer emailed her and asked her for her banking information so that the money could be sent to her. She said that they were even in dialogue up to last October, which was after he was disbarred. 2 weeks after sharing her banking information, Chambers said that she did not get the money. I did not get any money. And I came to Jamaica and found him and told him that I needed my money. That is when he told me that he sent the money to me through another account that I had emailed to him. However, Chambers insists that she did not tell the lawyer about another account, and she thinks that he concocted a scheme to get her money. But I read no more. Poor lady. More she get back her $6.3 million plus $3 more million money. You understand? She sound like a nice lady. Zane, call. I don't know the name of the lawyer. But it's a man. And I know 2 men that was recently disbarred by the Bar Association. But I don't call nobody name. Next thing you ain't gonna sue me for make a money. I don't have it. I don't have land for sale. Tesha Miller, speaking about suing. Tesha Miller sues TVJ for defamation. Tesha Miller sues TVJ for defamation. So a legal battle is brewing between Television Jamaica Limited and Tesha Miller, who, according to instructions given to his attorney, Bert Samuels, of Junior Knight and Samuels law firm, is that he is a welder. I make sure I get this right, because I don't want to hear say me I defame nobody. So, TVJ sued by Tesha Miller, whose occupation is a welder. So, he's suing the broadcast house for defamation and for vindicatory damages for breaches of his constitutional right to a fair hearing guaranteed under the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms, 2011. In court documents, Miller, who is currently in custody facing charges of accessory before and after the fact to murder, is claiming that in a newscast on March 19, 2019, broadcaster Janela Perseus would have mentioned him stating, and I can't state that because in a letter, where letter they can't find here now. But me do the video, you can go watch it. See? Say Tesha Miller is a popular X from X. You understand what I say? Zane, Bert Samuels, who is representing Tesha Miller, said Tesha Miller was falsely, wrongfully, and maliciously characterized, thereby causing loss, damage, and injury. Wow. Bert Samuels also cited that TVJ's island's premier local television station is lies. Teach them. Miller claims that the words were calculated to malign him, exposing him to hatred, contempt, and ridicule, and therefore tended to lower him in the estimation of right-thinking members of the society, including potential jurors. Wow. Subsequent to the broadcast, Miller's attorney, the great Bert Samuels, sent a letter to the company's Linders Road offices in St. Andrew demanding a retraction and apology for the phrase used to refer to his client. According to Miller, TVJ failed to retract, apologize, or acknowledge receipt of the letter. Sheena Stubbs Gibson, senior legal advisor for the RJR Communications Group, of which TVJ is a subsidiary no less. Subsidiary no less. TVJ, my friend, big up on yourself. Acknowledged receiving Samuel's letter and said the station had responded. Further, we are prepared to put our evidence to a court of law and have same determine A, whether Mr. Miller has a reputation that was capable of being or indeed was injured by the broadcast in question. Wow. If Mr. Miller's reputation is otherwise good, whether our broadcast was indeed defamatory, and cannot be defended. We have sent the claim to our external counsel for guidance. Now, in respect of his constitutional rights, Miller claims that the words have prejudiced the public to the extent that it is not possible for him to exercise the right to be tried by unbiased or impartial jurors. Miller wants the court to award him damages for slander and for vindicatory damages, with interest at a rate and for a period which the court deems just. He is also asking the court to award him costs and any such relief as it may deem fit. Caramba. Yo, story are funny. No, man, it's funny. It like that. I mean, I laugh after nobody nice, but it's just funny like. You understand? I walk with you, Jaja, deep down in my soul. Always hold my hand in now, Jaja, never let me go. I still a walk with the Savior, each and every way that I go. Still not left out the Most High. Buju Banton must apply for exemption to enter Trinidad and Tobago, say Security Minister. Last time I did plan for one individual video about that story. About then, me got me bed. Lawless, pick up yourself in a brother. You know that thing that gain up. Manners and respect is in appreciated, bro. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago's Minister of National Security, Stuart Young, says Jamaican reggae icon Buju Banton must apply for a special permission to enter the Twin Island Republic due to the singer's criminal history. Banton is scheduled to perform at the Queen's Park Savannah in Port of Spain on April the 21st. Speaking on Thursday's post-cabinet briefing, Young said that he has informed the concert promoters of the requirement. However, he said he is prepared to issue the exemption in order for Buju Banton to perform. So I make a big deal about it before, you know, just give the money exemption then and tap it nicer. Yes, and if you're prepared for give me, they didn't just give me any need for get no public traction on that thing, brother. You know, I think go still, but boy, I don't know. Big up Trinidad people in that building. Yes, and that is squarely on my desk. Buju Banton falls foul of our immigration laws in Trinidad and Tobago. I have asked that it be conveyed to the organizers of the concert that they need to make an application to the minister. I can say at this stage, I am prepared to give an exemption. The brother look like him like a public limelight like. Well, I need to forget another more thing. Driver, don't stop at all. Driver, don't even itch. Go collect the little penny at Trinidad and come back quick. Driver, just remember the speed limit, and if you're running the feds, you got a Excel phone and a Digicel chip. Any problem you can reach him on it. I pound them when a tons man are green like grass, brown like FedEx and UPS. I make several. Yo. Me want to change my roof and put up the crumb stick. Ha peeps. Me I cut it there so. Big up on the damn self. Nice and decent people. We appreciate the support. You know what I mean? Peeps. Blessings. You understand? We appreciate the continued support. Blessings to the people that must sit down for what is now. 2 hours. 3 hours. Some hours. I don't know. I ain't doing maths right. You understand? I appreciate the support. For the people that might tune in and tune out, big up on yourself. I know some people tired like, you understand what I say? Thanks to the persons who continue to watch the videos, share the videos, like the videos, recommend the channel to their friends and family. Thanks to the persons who have subscribed to my second channel, Jamaica. Zane, really and truly appreciate the support. For the persons who are here for the first time and who do not know about said channel, I would really appreciate your support over there. You understand? Some good things going over there. We show the beautiful side of the country, not the crime side. You understand what I say? Yeah, I mean, so if you don't want to see Jamaica, the sexy part of Jamaica, the curves and the Amazon, them places their country, wanna just run across go subscribe. We appreciate that something, you know what I mean? Saying peeps, have a wonderful weekend. You know what thing go, have something nice to drink. If you have to drink, don't drive. If you have to drive, don't drink. When you go on road, load the big old headphone them. Stop, remove and sell it from an environment. Be observant, be alert. Pre who are pre. You understand what I say? Acting of a song say, them I watch we and we now watch them. Watch them, not tap watch them. And when them now watch you, watch them. The Bluetooth headpiece. It don't connect to your belt or your shoes, it connect to something. So it means you attract attention to yourself. Them want the something you're connected to. Keep your phone in your bags or your pocket. Only use it when you need it, family. You understand what I say, family? You see, if you have to take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Text give somebody. Send it give somebody. WhatsApp it to somebody. Describe the car. Describe the driver. Tell people you're there. Tell people where you go. Travel with only the cash for your need, family. You understand? You know one thing go. You see? Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. And trust no one. For the people that I love post, tap. Tap tell people wanna there. Tap tell people wanna go. Tap tell people wanna do. Tap tell people say you alone their yard. Wanna love attention too much, man. The people that wanna live them relationship on social media on the tap, it a go mash up. You understand what I say? Now when it mash up, it will mash up publicly because you would have lived your life publicly. You dig what I say? You know for that, peeps, manners and respect. I mean, I got big up to the people, them nice and decent people. Eli Kelly, Ellie London, Warrior Star, Black Beauty, manners and respect, and Julian Gillis, Russian Morris, Blessings, K. Dennis, Finar, Lady Clark, Kanaika Chisholm, O'Neill Erskine, Miss Winsome H, Miss Hudson, big up yourself, and Finar, Zine Kanaika Chisholm, Kanaika, I mean, big up already, but big up again. Zine Jamla TV. Are the youngest lad. Jay Chrissy, stand up. I wanna see your sexy curvy parts. Jay, leave me alone. Zane, Probster 360, manners and respect in our family. Our place, Empress, I love your energy and manners and respect in, you know, I appreciate the support. Zane, Delight, Buenos noches, good night, my friend. I didn't know that look Spanish they like. You understand what I say? Cookie mama, Cookie, big up yourself in the Empress. You know what I think? Lady Clark, Wagwan, Miss Sophia Kobe. Shandy Dandy Shan. Wagwan, you good? Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott. Just Rhyme TV. Youth, big up yourself. You answer me and say, Christopher Daly, my brother. Manners and respect in the youth. Empress love. Empress. The little one, alright, mommy. Zane. Anting. Lenky G. I'm Manners and respect. Gonna big up on yourself, you know. Miss Grace Abel. I appreciate the support. You know what I mean? Kev. Nicole Victory. Hold on upon your victory. Then on your victory. You understand? Big up yourself in the Empress. Mike Johnson, Wagwan, Lawless, my brother. Manners and respect, you know. You see me? Yeah, man. I'm also in the building. K. Dennis, Anna, big up yourself. Junior Lexus, Miss Sophia Kobe. People them. Miss Dawn Delissa, nice name. Zine Exumption, blessings in the family. Yes, see me? Yeah, man. Kev, big up yourself in the youth. I'm also in the building. Hold on upon your victory. And your victory. I don't see nobody know. King Benji, I know King T did about one time. The Royal General did about. You understand all the people that want to comment. Man, I'm respecting Miss Joan Gray. Blessings, you know. You see me? And thing. Devon Douglas, Ingrid Theater, Spring Garden, Jaddy. Peeps, no big up on yourself. In the Master Studios, I check in. Miss Bridget Whittingham. Bridget, a long time I don't see you. I hope you're alright in the Empress. You know what I think, you know. Rajiv Blake. Blessings, first time I see the name. Welcome to the family, you know, my friend. You know what I think, go. Peeps, if you're there for the first time, manners and respect, you know, I appreciate the support. You understand what I say? And I say go subscribe to the second channel, Jamaica, the link soon pop up. You see me I say for the people that were there for the first time, welcome. I appreciate the support. Zane, follow up on Instagram. Zane, why that not come up? Come on for that now, family. Boom. Instagram, up. Yeah, man. Zane, follow up on Facebook. Zane, I don't know why that. They think them slow. I just have to copy and paste them because you know what I think. But peeps, you don't know what I think. Appreciate everybody. Blessings Sunday 5:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Twitter, you know what I think. Somebody said them not tweet because them is not a bird. Tweet the bird. Peace. Manners and respect. See? Jason, if I show them a shirt, You understand? I J alone me I show me shirt. I don't want nobody else to put me shirt. See? My Chelsea. I just a jersey me I show on see. The only thing go over so. You understand? Ball movements. Larry Edwards, man as I respect in the family. Rajiv Blake from school. Zane, I'm not really sure still, but big up yourself, Rajiv Blake from school. Manas, Delroy Stewart, blessings every time, you know. You know what I mean? My Scorby, peeps, so big up on yourself. You understand? Rodney Bounty Killer Price. If you're in the building, big up yourself, you're Godfather. Peace. I'm going to share a little story with you before I cut. So you know, I did a video for over by Jamaica of Hero Circle recently. Then I'm stopped down at Hero Circle. So right at the intersection of Duke Street and New North Street and Hero Circle, right there. So them sell crab and roast corn and soup and them thing. Then, so I stop and approach one lady because I say I go buy a few things, but I go record. Oh, I don't do that video there. I go record. And the lady I know have one look general, they look like he work with her. So I must say to the lady, say, you know who this? I say, the lady I said, no, you know. She said, no, Mr. Campbell, man. So you know, Mr. Lap. I said, nah, man. You know, I really name Campbell, my general. You see, I say, yeah, man, you can't tell me nothing, man. I'm Mr. Campbell, man. She say, you know who, man. I'm Mr. Campbell, man. I said, nah, man, I name Campbell, man. I say, you can't tell me say the name Campbell, man. See, I say, no, you know, brother, because you are going. Before we even go any further, I'm not name so because I don't want you think I'm Mr. Campbell and you eye at my price. You understand me? I said, the man claims say assassin himself. I say, brother, not do that something. The first thing assassin here don't even trim like mine. Mine if I sound like assassin, you say you're an artist and you don't know you're an artist. Peeps, so you are going. I say, the people that will keep on a mistake me for assassin, I want to give me some celebrity discount when I come on road then. You understand me? I say, me is not Jeffrey Campbell, but if you don't want things say me is Jeffrey Campbell, you don't treat me like you don't treat the artist. Free food and these things. You understand? And everybody don't give no artist no free food. So, because they have their money. You mean I got it? You understand me? I say, big up to the general from down a Hero Circle. Man, as I respect them, blessings every time. But this is not Jeffrey Campbell. You understand me? I say, this is teach them. Always make sure the message I reach them. Peeps, I'm out.